Shalom. How's everyone doing this Tuesday evening? For those who don't know me, my name is Mr. Andrew Williams. I'm also known as the Prophet of War. Today I decided to make another video on my psychic meditation of practicing both my psychic Kung Fu and also spiritual Kung Fu. This is day 3 of practicing both psychic Kung Fu and spiritual Kung Fu through meditation. I'm going to try to keep this video short as possible, but if not, please bear with me. In other words, be patient. This morning, as I woke up as usual between 4 to 5 o'clock to begin my meditation, especially my psychic meditation, practicing both psychic Kung Fu and spiritual Kung Fu. The meditation was a lot better than I expected this morning. When I meditated this morning, as always, I felt my energy field, what we call Qi in the martial art world, especially in both Tai Chi Chuan and Qi Kong and all other internal martial arts. We call the energy field Qi. So I felt my Qi or my energy from the top of my head to the bottom of my feet, moving about throughout my whole body as a wave of energy or as a wave of water, just moving throughout my whole body. When I went into my specific breathing pattern, I noticed when I was visualizing I started visualizing that I was in a universal place. I noticed that my oil, if I'm pronouncing it correctly, my oil field, what we call energy field or bioenergy, but just like I mentioned earlier, Qi, I noticed that my oil was like much stronger, a glistering white or a pure white, like a heavenly fire. I noticed that, but it was much stronger and more powerful. And as I was in a deep trance and in this vision, I was practicing fighting against and destroying AI robots and other computer and machines, and with the power of my mind, combining it with my kicking and hand techniques. And as usual, my kicks was like the sound of thunder. The impact was like sharp, or that warring impact was like thunder itself when I made contact upon those machines to break them in half and to smash them and to crush them and stuff like that. And almost the same thing with my hands, but my hands was like lightning speed and just blistering fast like lightning. And you could hear the sound of my hands striking against the AI robots like pure lightning, breaking their arms, their legs, their torso or their body, breaking or snapping their mechanical heads off their neck, and stuff like that. So for the first few minutes I was practicing that way. Then when my energy or my Qi or my oil got more powerful, I felt my body get extremely hot. And then when my body got extremely hot, when I touched the AI, the other remainder AI, I would melt, I would burn in their mechanical bodies, and I would just burn, cause their mechanical body just to melt. And while I was holding them in my hands or placing upon my hand upon either their chest or their shoulder or stomach or whatever, wherever I touch it, where my hands or the palm of my hand was touching those AI machines, they started melting as extraordinary heat was radiating from my hands. And then after that, my heavenly friends, which is the angels of Yah, the hosts of heaven, they took me to another part of the universe inside this building to face more AI machines and stuff like that. And then they waited for me to respond they waited. My heavenly friends waited for me to respond. They didn't tell me what to do. They just waited for me to just move on my own or attack on my own. So when they flew above me to make sure I was safe and secure and protected me from, just in case any demonic forces try to attack me, as my heavenly friends was waiting for me to respond, I stood there. Next thing I noticed, my energy field, my chi, got more stronger, more powerful, more hotter. And then I was standing in some kind of hallway with walls on each side, my left side, my right side. And as my energy field, my chi got more powerful and more stronger, I noticed that the walls on both sides started collapsing and started melting as I was standing there. And then I moved forward, and while I was moving forward I was walking forward to attack those robots. I noticed that as I was walking forward or moving forward toward those AI machines, the walls kept collapsing, melting, and caving in on both sides, both on the left side and the right side. Then when I got to the robots, those AI robots and machines and stuff, I noticed that as soon as I waved my hand up, the energy shot from my hands, from both my hands, and then a bright light occurred, and then the AI robots and all the other machines just started melting as they were trying to attack me because I was getting closer to them. And that's basically it. Then I heard the voice of Yah while I was in that deep trance while meditating, saying that, remember when you was a little child that I delivered these children into your hands. And what happened in the 6th grade, the agencies I was involved with, they were trying to capture me or try to have me unalive. In the 6th grade on that Pacific Day, they paid in order 100 children to attack me in elementary school. The name of that school was Brookland Elementary School. Brookland Elementary School. And so when I was standing in the hallway, and then when they finally decided to attack, the Spirit of the Lord came upon me, and then I started breaking their arms and their legs and their ribs just by using my hands and doing low toe kicks with supernatural strength and supersonic speed. So the Lord brought that back to remembrance. And then there was another incident, I can't remember right now, but I remember that incident that took place when I was in the 6th grade in Lawton, Oklahoma, in a school called Brookland Elementary School. And that's one of the events that did took place. Even till this day, it is in my record, my classified or top secret records, and the government are keeping that a secret from the public. But that's one of the things I'd experienced. And then the voice of the Lord reminded me that incident in high school by His Holy Spirit. Then the voice of the Lord also said, once again, in the very, very near future, I will use you to do great and mighty things through you as my prophet to when the time comes. And then all these powers, both your psychic abilities and your spiritual gifts and your natural abilities of supernatural strength and supersonic speed will manifest at that time. So right now I'm preparing. Then the voice of the Lord continued to say, right now I'm preparing your mind to do great and mighty things through you as my prophet, to go through a lot of hardship and suffering when the time comes, just to prove that He is the Almighty living true God, or Yah. So that's basically it. And then after the voice of after the voice of Yah spoken those words unto me this morning through meditation, that's when I woke up from that deep trance. And so from my practice of psychic kung fu and spiritual kung fu through meditation. And that's basically it. So that's basically it. I do have another testimony I would like to share with that. After, what I experienced after my meditation, as I could tell that my both my psychic abilities and spiritual gifts is developing and becoming more powerful and much more stronger. But this video is already over 13 minutes long, so I'm just going to go ahead and stop here, and I might share the testimony later or at another day, or I may not share it at all. But I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. I appreciate y'all stopping by to watch and to listen. Y'all have a good and blessed day. Shalom.